Ever built a website so compelling it lands you on a Times Square billboard? Well, today's deep dive is about more than just clever code. It's about one student's journey and how he's using AI to make a real difference.
It's really inspiring, actually.
Right. We'll be looking at a technical article about OpenAI's Whisper API, and we'll also be getting glimpses into the work of Carl Ko, a young Filipino innovator.
Sounds fascinating.
It is. So Carl's story is pretty incredible. I mean, not only did he land himself on a Times Square billboard, but he did it through his passion for design and this drive to use AI for good. And get this, Webflow even featured him for it.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, that's quite an accomplishment.
It really is. To give you a little background, Carl grew up in the Philippines, and like many students there, he faced some real financial limitations when it came to higher education.
Yeah, that's a challenge many students face around the world, unfortunately.
Absolutely. But here's where it gets interesting. Carl's early passion for design was actually sparked by, well, an unusual grading system. Apparently, his school allocated a whole 50% of essay grades to border design, the creativity and effort put into those borders around the page.
Really? 50%? Wow, that's a unique approach.
Isn't it? But clearly, it made an impact. Fast forward, and Carl has built this entire platform called Patty Co., which translates to I will continue.
I love that name, Patty Co. It's powerful.
It really is. And it's designed to help students overcome those financial hurdles that he himself faced.
That's amazing. So how does it work?
Well, it's not just a list of scholarships. Padayon Co. actually uses the Gemini API, the one we've been hearing so much about, to analyze the student's profile and connect them with the opportunities that best fit their story.
It's like a personalized scholarship matchmaker. That's brilliant.
It is. And that's where the embedding model comes in, right? I'm really curious about how that actually works.
Yeah, it sounds pretty complex.
It does.
How does it work?
Well, from what I understand, the embedding model allows Padayon Pro to really understand the nuances of a student's profile, like their skills, their experiences, their aspirations. Think of it like advanced keyword analysis. But instead of just matching words, it's mapping out the meaning and the relationships between those words to understand a student's potential.
Oh, I see. So it's not just looking for keywords like volunteer or debate team. It's understanding what those experiences say about the student.
Exactly. So it's not about just casting a wide net and hoping for the best. It's about finding the perfect fit for each student.
That makes a lot of sense. It would definitely make applying for scholarships less daunting for students. It's like having a personal branding assistant.
Right. But what I find particularly impressive is how Carl made sure that Padayon Co. is accessible to as many students as possible, regardless of the language they speak.
Oh, that's really important, especially in a country like the Philippines with so much linguistic diversity.
It is. And he's addressed that by ensuring that Padayon Co. works seamlessly in English, Tagalog, and Cebuano.
Wow. Talk about attention to detail. That's fantastic.
Isn't it? It really speaks volumes about his commitment to making education accessible to everyone. But it sounds like he didn't stop there. The platform has some really cool AI-powered features built in to further assist students. Like, take the achievement tracker, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
It's one thing to list your accomplishments, but this tool...
It takes it a step further, right?
It does.
Yeah.
How so?
Yeah.
So imagine, right, you're a student, you've poured your heart into all these extracurriculars, volunteering, maybe even some award-winning border designs, who knows?
Okay, I'm with you.
You put all of that into this achievement tracker, the AI goes to work.
Like magic.
It transforms those raw achievements into these really polished bullet points, descriptions, ready for those all-important scholarship applications.
Oh, that's clever. So it's doing the heavy lifting.
It is. It's like having a built-in writing coach.
Specifically for scholarship applications.
I like it. Right. And speaking of making things easier, that's where I found that article we talked about earlier, the one on OpenAI's Whisper API.
Yeah, Whisper. I was thinking about that earlier.
I mean, the potential there is huge, especially for platforms like Padayon Co.
Oh, absolutely. That ability for accurate speech-to-text transcription.
And translation.
Right, and translation. Imagine the possibilities.
I know. Imagine a student being able to just speak their achievements or aspirations, their whole story, directly into the platform.
And Whisper just captures it all. That would make Padayon Co. even more accessible, don't you think?
Absolutely. Especially for students who maybe face challenges with typing or written language in general.
It's a game changer for sure.
It really is. But even without Whisper, Carl's work is already making waves. I mean, hello, Times Square billboard.
I know, right? That's incredible.
And it wasn't just by chance either. It all ties back to his passion for design and his use of Webflow, that website building platform.
Okay.
So his talent caught the eye of the Webflow team, and they decided to feature him during their 10th anniversary celebration.
How cool. What a great way to celebrate an anniversary.
Isn't it?
Huh.
And part of that celebration involved showcasing users' work, you guessed it, on a Times Square billboard.
Wow, talk about a full circle moment for Carl. That's incredible.
It really is. It really highlights how his commitment to design and innovation, all sparked by those border designs.
Amazing.
It's created this ripple effect, right? And it's ultimately amplifying the reach and impact of Pade & Co.
I love that. It's proof that one person's passion, combined with the power of technology, can really make a difference.
It really is. But this story, it's about so much more than just one person's journey.
What do you mean?
It speaks to this bigger idea, right? This idea of democratizing education.
Making those opportunities accessible to everyone.
Especially in countries like the Philippines, where, let's face it, financial barriers are a huge hurdle for so many students.
Absolutely, Pade & Co. It's like this shining example of how technology can actually be used to address these really deep-rooted issues.
It's not just about handing out information, is it?
No, it's about that personalized guidance, that support system that a lot of students need.
And what's really inspiring is that Carl could have easily just focused on his own success, right? Especially after landing that Times Square feature.
Oh, for sure. I mean, who could blame him?
Right. But Pade & Co., it shows this real commitment to paying it forward, empowering others to reach their full potential.
It's really remarkable. I mean, it proves that innovation, it can come from anywhere. You don't need to be a tech giant.
You don't need millions of dollars.
No, you just need to identify a problem, combine that with passion, with purpose.
And then use the tools available like AI.
To create real solutions.
It's amazing. And you know what I find so fascinating is that this story, it goes way beyond education, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's about so much more.
It's this underlying principle of using AI to bridge gaps, to create opportunities.
Think about healthcare.
Right?
Whisper API could be used to transcribe medical records instantly,
Oh, that would be revolutionary.
facilitating communication between doctors and patients, maybe even from different linguistic backgrounds.
Breaking down those language barriers.
Exactly. Or even in social justice. Think about that for a moment.
Okay, yeah.
Gemini could analyze legal documents, maybe identify patterns of bias,
Wow, that would be game-changing.
promoting greater fairness in the justice system. The possibilities are really endless.
They really are. It's like AI isn't just this abstract concept anymore.
No, not at all.
It's a tool, a powerful tool that can drive real positive change across so many different sectors.
And that's such an important message for everyone to hear, really. It's not some scary futuristic thing. It's here, it's now.
And it's all about how we use it.
Exactly.
And I think that's what's so powerful about Carl's story. It really highlights how AI is only as good as the intentions behind it, right?
It's a reflection of us, of our choices, of our values,
It's up to us, each and every one of us, to harness this power for good.
to make the world a better, more equitable place.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive with a final thought for our listeners.
What's that?
What if we all took a moment to really shift our perspective on AI? What if we stopped seeing it as just lines of code and started seeing it as this incredible catalyst for positive change? What impact could you, our listener, make by combining your own unique passions with the power of these emerging technologies? Think about it.